And so I made a video about the genetic anomaly, and he's now responded. Doesn't like my video. Greg Doucette's fake accusation about me. Now remember, this is the guy I said that ate barf off the wall. It's not cap. I had the receipts. I showed him literally saying this.
While she was wiping the vomit, I was eating the I threw up that was still on the plate.
No way.
And does anyone think that this guy's natural? Remember, I do natty or nots on these guys, went over his physique and said, hey, it's not good. No way is this guy healthy. And so did I get it wrong? He's actually very healthy. Not a single thing wrong with him. He'll probably live to be 100. Does anyone think that to be true? Now, you may wish or hope or want it to be true, but there's a big difference between wishing and being. For example, when you're 400 pounds and you say you're a 10, it's wishful thinking. You're a 1 at best. Remember, I'm rounding you up to a 1. You're closer to a 0.
Only 21 years of age. This guy is going to live shorter than last time. And so
I say, this guy's going to live shorter than last time. He looks to the side as if he's glancing to perhaps a friend. And so does he have some yes men in his corner? Perhaps some friends encouraging him to keep doing what he's doing? I actually think so. Bro, your friend sounds like a yes man. You need people around you that will keep it real. Stay safe, bro. No one has claimed that steroids are healthy. I'm healthy as we speak, and I understand the risk that I'm willing to take. So on the one hand, no one claimed that steroids are healthy, but that I'm healthy. And so if steroids are not healthy and you're taking them, how could you be healthy? Is that not an oxymoron? Is that not the definition of the word? You're claiming to be healthy right now. What does that mean? It means that you're not dying today? And so is Togi also healthy?
Lex Little made me take steroids.
How can you be abusing steroids and not be healthy? Oh, I'm not abusing them. It's all monitored by a doctor. Everything is 100% legit. So you're going to tell me that you're on HRT, monitored by a doctor, and that it's because you need it? Because if you're not, it's not healthy.
Yeah, so I thought he just said I started working out at 15. But I started working out at 16, so I was already like, like something's up here.
And so apparently he didn't start working out at 15. He started working out at 16.
I started working out at 16 with my uncle. He showed me, he got me my first membership. I did not start steroids at 15. Before I started working out. Well, that's bullshit.
And so apparently he didn't start taking steroids at 15. I'm not hearing when he started, but it wasn't at 15. Does this really change anything? The message is he's not healthy. He looked at his body, looked at his physique, analyzed it, and determined the guy's not healthy. And so does that change whether he started at 15 or 16 or 17 or even 19? Does it change anything? It's still too young. He's not 25. His brain hasn't fully developed. You can't tell me he'd already hit his natural genetic limit as a teenager. And so at any age when you're a teenager, it's too young. Is that up for debate?
First things first, Greg.
And so that's me imitating, copying Mike Israetel, who says he was only on 100 milligrams of tren a week. Did you see that Mike Israetel video? Tell me you're on more than 100 milligrams without telling me you're on more than 100 milligrams.
the guy's got gynecomastia, he's got blue skin, he's ready to die. I wouldn't say that's your typical...
Where do I have blue skin?
Blue skin.
No, I mean purple.
Purple pump, yes, but blue.
I do get the purple pumps, yes. Like when it's a really, really good pump, my chest just turns purple.
And so did we not just hear that? When I get a really good pump, my chest turns purple. I mean, he's saying it himself. At first he says, no, I don't look like that. My skin gets purple when I get a pump. It shouldn't. It's not good.
Yeah, he's making the most out of every bit of the trend that he's taking.
He maximizes every little bit as much as he can. Because remember, he's not in the USA.
And so remember, in different countries, using steroids could in fact be legal.
I'm not saying he's breaking any laws. And notice how he isn't disagreeing. Saying, hey, he's using tren, he's making the best use of any of it. He's not saying, guess what, I've never used tren. He could say that right now. If he had never used tren, do you not think he would have said that? He said he hasn't been on steroids since the age of 15. I believe him. But has he denied taking tren?
He has the ability to go as far as he wants. The only thing that's going to stop him from succeeding or reaching his goals is literally him.
Or literally dying. It's hard to reach your goal.
You went straight to the point. No filters,
He
no
even got
nothing.
the deep voice going.
The only thing that could possibly hold himself back is himself. And I repeat, or dying. They look at each other, hey, he's got a point. This is true.
And like the point he's trying to get out, it makes sense.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like I never promoted using steroids. I've never told kids.
And so he gets my point. I'm discouraging people from taking steroids. I'm not saying that he's making videos saying, hey, you guys should all copy me. He's not Togi.
If I woke up in the morning one day looking like Greg goddamn Doucette, I would be so pissed.
But by having that physique and having 1 million followers indirectly, he's promoting it. Same as Chris Bumstead, the Trend Twins, and so on. If you have an amazing physique and you have millions of followers, you are automatically going to be promoting those things to the younger generation.
I don't need to bash what he's saying,
No, he's
Other than the fact that he completely lied about me starting steroids at 15. Like, that's just stupid, but
I'm glad that he agrees that starting steroids at 15 is stupid. He says he 100% disagrees, and so I believe him. I don't believe he's going to lie at this point. If he was taking steroids at 15, I think he would have said, yeah, I was taking them then. I was stupid. I was too young. I didn't know any better. And so if you're 15 years old watching this, both Coach Greg and the Genet1cAnomaly, both of us saying stupid to take steroids at 15. And that does include SARMs, peptides, and so on.
To be honest with you, what he's doing and what he wants to accomplish is 100% doable, and it's 100% worth it.
just to make it clear to everyone as well, I am healthy. Like, I'm very healthy,
Bodybuilding and BS, Nick Trilogy, he says it's 100% worth it. To abuse steroids, remember, anything above and beyond what a doctor would recommend, it's abuse. And so he says it's 100% worth it. And why? Because he has 1 million followers? Because he has a very massive physique? Is it worth the cost of shaving off years off your life?
We're not really doing any dumb shit, aside from me putting on a mask.
I mean, of all the things he's doing, putting on a mask and doing a most muscular pose, that's the least of his worries. If that's dumb shit, he's just being scary. He likes to dress up. A lot of people are into cosplay. People have weird fetishes and so on. There's nothing wrong with that. That is not going to shorten his life. But using and abusing performance-enhancing drugs at 21, that most certainly is.
But yes, I'm quite healthy. Like, I can confidently say that.
If you are in fact quite healthy, show us the blood work. Would love to make a video on the Genet1cAnomaly going over his blood work. We want to see his cholesterol, his HDL, his LDL. Show us everything. I'll make a detailed video outlining exactly how healthy he really is.
Bodybuilding, it's a completely different life. Most of you can't live a bodybuilder's life, like, I guarantee it.
Exactly. If it involves licking barf off the wall, you probably don't want to be part of it.
Greg is trying to prevent, so props to Greg, not for lying about me taking steroids at a young age, but for
Protecting the youth, basically.
yeah, he's protecting the children.
And so he says, look, I don't like Coach Greg for lying because he said he was on steroids at 15. He's saying I wasn't on steroids at that age. I only started even working out at 16. But he does give me props for protecting the youth from using steroids.
I punched the window and glass got into my forearm, did an operation, they closed it up. This is the result.
And so I was in fact correct about the muscle hernia. Remember I said he might have been stabbed? Well, glass going through your arm is very similar to being stabbed. He does in fact have a muscle hernia. Now remember, I'm only right 98% of the time. I try my best to be as accurate as possible, but sometimes I get it wrong.
I don't have purple skin all the time. It's just when I get a very, very good pump, I have a crazy workout, I get purple, like, I think I'm gonna die, huh?
Yeah, that's bad. I don't know how to say this without saying it negative way, and you're all going to hate me because everyone hates Coach Greg. Hey, if you get purple skin when you work out, it's not good. You go to the doctor. Or I can be the nice guy. Oh, you get purple skin when you get a pump? That's sick. That's gnarly. That's cool. Go, bro. No.
And what I want to point out and highlight is he's wearing a hospital bracelet. Why was he in the hospital for 2 weeks? It doesn't say. Could it have anything to do with steroids?
I had to get a surgery, basically. I'm not going to go into detail. I mean, it's not really related to steroids, no.
And so he says he had to get a surgery done, but he's not going to go over what the surgery was about, but he says it has nothing to do with steroids. How do we know that? Without knowing what the surgery was all about, how do we know it didn't have anything to do with steroids? Could steroids have been the cause? May it have been a contributing factor?
Does he have some form of anemia? In comparison, Sam's skin has much more prevalent red hue to his skin.
I don't have pale skin. I have normal skin. You're pale, man.
I'm pale.
You have anemia. I have good skin.
And so he says he has good skin. I'm quoting him. I have good skin. Did we not go over his skin? Did I not show you what was on his skin? And so if that's good, well, I don't want good skin either.
Taking steroids.
Now there,
That's
I was purple there.
Larry notices something strange. If Larry says, wow, what's going on with your skin?
And remember, even Larry Wheels noticed the purple skin. I didn't invent this. Larry Wheels was in person with him and he noticed it. And so it's not just me. And so you can say I doctored the photo all you like. Oh, you're just lying. You're stretching it. That's cap. It's not.
Steroids can make your hair grow thicker. It can make you lose hair in the good places and make you grow hair in the bad places.
I did not lose any hair yet. Like you can see, I have a full head of hair. I'm 21.
And so remember, I'm pointing out what we see on his back at that moment. It doesn't mean he's going to have it forever, but at that moment, he had it.
And so it appears to me that he does in fact have a fungal infection. Malassezia furfur. And
Oh, what is that?
Malassezia furfur.
And so perhaps they don't like to hear the truth. Malassezia furfur. This is what I believe he has. But hey, don't shoot the messenger.
I got really nauseous, like my body just wanted to reject everything.
You know, listening to myself, I remember it like it was yesterday. But I'm actually crazy, yeah?
So he literally calls himself crazy. I didn't have to do it. He's listening to himself. He says, I remember it like it was yesterday. He was force feeding himself, staying up in the middle of the night to eat rather than sleep, which he says is silly now. He realizes this was a mistake. He has a great coach. He's telling him, you can't do this. But back then, he didn't have a coach. And so remember, if you're a teenager, you can't be using steroids. Even if your coach suggests that you do it, you probably should be saying no.
Yes,
You were chunky, man.
19, I was natural, and I got up to 100 kilo.
And so at 19, he says he was natural. You can believe him, you can not believe him, but in the end, does it really matter? We know he's not natural now, and so that's all that counts. Do we want him to take less gear than last time? I do think so.
Eating as much food as I can. I was eating ramen noodles. I was chugging milk, you know, the Sam Sulek way.
And so I literally just made a video talking about Sam Sulek, and I was saying, hey, don't I give you educational information? You're saying it's just drama. I made a video saying Sam Sulek has a crazy diet. He's drinking chocolate milk. He's having cereal and so on, eating way too many calories, he's going on a bulk. And so he was essentially doing the Sam Sulek diet, except this time it led to him throwing up and eating barf off the wall.
But in reality, I was not taking steroids at the time, and my mom was not supporting the steroid use because there was no steroid use.
And so he's saying he was still natural then. And so he was eating barf while being natural, weighing 100 kilograms. And so was he natural? Was he enhanced? I don't know. But what we do know is it's not good.
And my behavior was crazy, and I was doing crazy shit. Like, again, my life was never normal.
And so listen, the guy, he explains he had a crazy life. It wasn't easy for him, and it's what led him to this point. And so perhaps this is good. At least he has a strong mindset, the willpower, the strength to do what he wants. But none of that changes my message. The message is, please don't abuse steroids, especially if you're young. If you're 19, 20, 21, especially not if you're 15, don't use steroids.
I actually like this video, even though most of what he said is a lie, essentially, or he's just accusing me of everything at this point. It's a good video. I like it.
And so he's saying that perhaps 60 or even 70% of the video is false. I don't believe that to be true. I think I have one error in this video, and that was that he started using steroids and training at 15. He says he started training at 16, and I'm thinking he's saying he started steroids at 19, perhaps 20. Really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter! And so I do believe I got the majority of the video correct. And I still think he should be concerned. He has the purple skin, and he is only 21. We want the genetic anomaly to live longer than last time.
I like that I'm on Greg's channel as well, finally.
It's cool.
Because everyone's been telling me in the comments.
And so he says, I like the video overall. He's glad to be on my channel. And so he simply wishes that I got most of the story correct. He wasn't on steroids at 15. He wants to clarify that. Hopefully I've now corrected it. He wasn't on steroids and training at 15. He started steroids later in life. But remember, he's only 21. He's clearly on steroids now, and so I still think that that's not good. Greg is right. Not worth the drain on your life to look like that. Blood pressure pills, drinks, monster, legend. You probably started Tren at 16, bruh. Notice, he hasn't said when he started taking Tren. He said how much he's taking. He hasn't talked about anything he's taking. And so I'm quite certain we could conclude that he has taken Tren in the past. We don't know what he's taking right now, but we know he has the purple skin. We've seen some discoloration, some strange things on his back, and without his blood work, we can't say anything more. Hopefully he lives a long and healthy life, and if he wants to live longer and healthier than last time, of course he considered taking Geo2 Max as well as Turk Builder. Now, of course, it's not going to give you the same gains as steroids, but if you're looking to keep more of your gains, perhaps in your off season and so on, consider getting over to my website, code Greg, 15% off. Geo2 Max Turk Builder, my top 1 and 2 best-selling supplements. And so head over to the website. And while you're there, you can get the cookbooks, the training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line, as well as the free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. Join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers and subscribe. Click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it, watch one of the 2 bloops. And until next time, I am out.